Hey guys, what's up? Tax here. We are back from more Grid Autosport. We're going to resume the season that we started off yesterday, and I'm not sure how many races we have left. I think it was 4, but we're in season 2 in the Sparco GP Championship. I think we've completed 4 events, but maybe it's only been 3. I don't know. I can't remember how many. We've done 3. Now we're on to the 4th event, the club circuit at the Autosport Raceway. This should be pretty fun. I've driven this track a little bit, so I know where I'm going. So that is a plus point for this track. But Rick Scott I forgot to qualify again. I'm just going to end up forgetting to qualify, so forgive me. But I know it should be fun to fight our way through at least. So at least it's not all negatives. It should be at least a fun video to watch, fighting through the field. Let's just hope there's no crashing at the start. Be a bit sneaky down the inside. The AI don't really like it when you overtake. I think in yesterday's video I was getting a bit angry for no particular reason, because I thought someone took me out, but they didn't in reality, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. But AI are aggressive, so at least you got to think about the move twice before you go for it. Damn it, I just held on the accelerator for a bit too long there. And then he just goes and stops in front of me. This is the part of the track I know I'm faster than them, so I need to really make up the time here. Ooh, sliding about there, that wasn't called for there. I had no idea it was going to just suddenly break out. We've got 5 laps here, in 12th. We need to try and get that. Sort of, I think it's top 5 in the championship the team wanted, so I really need to pick up my game a little bit here. Finishing outside the top 10 anymore is going to be not necessary. It's not going to be doing any good for our championship. We're in 4th, I think, until the last round where everything went downhill and I just had a bad weekend. So let's hope that this one goes a little bit better. I assume that it can do, but just got to get this section of the track right. That's how I know they're slow. Bit of contact there. There's more contact. He hits the side of me and we're off into the grass, doing a bit of grass cutting. See what I mean about the AI? They do, they're not afraid to smash into you, so I'm not going to be afraid to smash into them. I think that might have been my teammate, but I don't care. I'm just trying to get to the front of the field now, so all hopes of having a clean race are over, and there's a car spun. Am I going to get it stopped before he just reverses into the track? Luckily I did. Now let's try and catch Juan Ruiz. You sliding it about quite a bit. It's weird, I missed my braking points on a couple of occasions on this track. And that's not too good, is it? So we've got damaged everything currently, but we're still managing to make our way through the field. Let's just try and make the racing a bit more clean, so we'll just leave him a bit more space. And he comes right back at me, you know what I mean? The AI are aggressive, they know how to overtake, so it's near impossible to have a race where you don't have a bit of contact just because the AI are so good at making moves. It's just mid-corner speed where some of them are really slow. But I am on hard difficulty, so it is obviously hard, and obviously I'm not in the best team. And I think this is how you want to play. You want to be playing from the, you want to be playing from the start, from the back foot. I think that's the right term. Just so it's a bit more fun and it's a bit more realistic. Because normally you don't get thrown into a top team in single seaters unless you're an absolute pro in like karting or anything. So a bit more realistic than maybe some games where you get put into a top team, but realistically, can we do better than 8th? Probably not. What, about 2.5 seconds to Matthew Dias there. 8th wouldn't be terrible considering we had the confrontation with another AI player. We'll just call it that. Looks like Rick Scott's going to pick up another win. Raven West might have. I think Raven West might have won every race this season, but then again they normally do. So I don't know why I'm saying. I'm thinking that's a big thing, but Rick Scott going to be picking up another win. And I must say a massive thank you to you guys for supporting the series. It's been my most viewed series from like an offset for quite a long time, so I really am thankful. And hopefully the series can continue for a long time. I've got my schedule planned out for July, so a lot of Grid Autosports planned. You've got some F1 in there as well, both 2012 and Championship Edition. As well as I'm going to bring back my F1 and MotoGP previews to this channel. I've been doing them over on my second channel, but I want to bring them back to my main channel, as I think that's where the majority of the MotoGP and F1 audience actually is. So it'd be better for everyone if I bring it back to my main channel. I'm going to try and go more in depth with the videos as well, so you know, that's at least my aim. Right then, let's try and not crash in this race. That's quite a tall order to try and stick up to, but is there going to be a lap 1 pile up? No, but everyone is just driving incredibly slowly. Anyway, out to 11th, a little bit of front wing damage, but not going to be losing sleep over that. As I've said many a time in this series already. It seems like one of my repeated terms. We've got steering damage, are you serious? There's only a tiny bit of contact. I don't see how that would have been steering damage, but okay. It probably would have been in real life, but I'm not sure how realistic this is supposed to be. Maybe going around the outside's a bit better here. There we go, we're already into a better position than last time. That wall seems like it's a bit too close to the track, but don't know if it's just me. I always seem to hit it, but maybe that's just because I'm a bad driver. Right, so we're 6th in the standings, so we cannot really afford to keep finishing outside the top 6, and we need to be really inside the top 5 because that's where our championship needs to be to get as much XP as possible. Oh no, frame rate issues. Maybe go off the track. That's just the problem with recording on PC. You can't get the steady frame rate unless you've got a really amazing PC. You're not going to be able to steadily record. Well, at least not with Fraps. I could be recording with OBS, but I'm being stupid and keep forgetting to download it. So yeah. Aaron O'Sullivan, we're going to have to come and overtake you, son. Sorry. Hopefully this steering damage doesn't I mean, that's not making much of a difference. I can slightly feel it down the straights, which is weird, but that was just a slight mistake on my part, obviously. Now coming to the part of the track where I'm faster, so let's see what we can do. But you don't want to be going too wide. That's risky, but we got the move done. 5th place, that's good. Right, now we need to go and get 4th. I don't think top 3 is really possible, but definitely top 4 is something we need to have. Oh, and it could be a top 3 now, because one of the team kicker cars has spun it. Right, this is going to be a really good race then. Between me and Leo Turner for 3rd place. Not going to be too good to be making mistakes all the time, but I'm pretty impressed with in overall, except from the silly mistakes, a couple of silly mistakes each episode. But I think my driving actually has been pretty good in this career mode so far. Obviously, some little silly mistakes, that happens to everyone, but considering I'm doing this with live commentary, I'm not restarting any of the races, which I'm sure some people do, to get better results. I'm just doing it first time. That's the result I get. Move on. I'm not going to worry about the result I get. Yeah. So hopefully we'll move on to like Auto GP cars next. That's the aim. Moving on to sort of more powerful single seaters, and we've actually gained a lot of XP during this. So I'm thinking we might be able to get through the Auto GP segment by only doing 1 series. So we'll see what happens with that, but it's looking good to only have to do 1 series in that. So if you know what I mean, only one season of Auto GP to then get to IndyCar, which we may have to do 2 seasons of. But that means that you know, because I know these videos are getting quite long. Ooh, calling out my teammate. But yeah, so I might be able to make the videos a little bit shorter, maybe around 20 minutes. Let's try and work this out. 35. I could probably at least make them about 25 minutes or so. So that'd be good. I think that's going to be the aim. Just because I realise it's, you know, for some people a lot of people don't want to be watching 35 minutes, but then again, some people do. So I understand. I want to try and do videos for everyone. So I'm still not totally happy with the cockpit view, but that's just me. Right, this is for nothing, so let's just go all guns blazing. Don't worry about the contact. I think you get XP for it still, so that's going to be good towards our hopes. Yeah, actually, this could be our first win, couldn't it? I know I'm saying it on lap 1 of 5, but this could be our first win. So we're really making our way through the field quite well. I think Atoms are quite cool. They're weird looking cars, the aerial Atoms, but I think they're pretty cool. I'm not sure if these are the ones, but there's a V8 version of I don't think it's these ones. There's a V8 version of them, and that is absolutely crazy. I remember seeing that on Top Gear and being like, what? I think it was on Top Gear at least on their website. I don't know, but yeah, absolutely crazy. An aerial Atom which weighs literally nothing, with a V8 engine in it, and it's like, wow. I think it did 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds or something. Maybe it can't have been 2 seconds. Maybe it must have been 2.5, 3 seconds. So I know the fastest cars in the world only do it in just under 3. So I don't know. I haven't been paying much attention to cars and stuff recently. So I'm thinking it was about 2.5, 3 seconds to 60 miles an hour, which is, wow, that is just crazy when you think about it. That's 1, 2, 3, and you're at 60 miles an hour. It's like, whoa. I don't even think an F1 car. I think actually a rally car is faster to 60 than a F1 car, because obviously it's 4-wheel drive and it's got a lot of torque. A rally car, that is. So I think a rally car is faster to 60 miles an hour than an F1 car. But you can leave it down in the comment section, because obviously an F1 car is lighter, got a bigger. Oh, we've got a big. I suppose it is a bigger engine. Freddie Walker, stop moving about in the braking points. Yes, we're in the lead. Can we win our first race on this career mode? That'd be something, wouldn't it? In a car I've never driven before. Oh no, 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 no. In all honesty, when I first played this game, I didn't feel the back end of the car sliding out a little bit, but ever since I've... Oh, sorry, I pressed one of the buttons. But, oh, what was I talking about there? Oh yeah, but when I've been playing with the controller, I am definitely feeling it slide about at the back, so... That's a bit unfortunate in all reality, because I think a lot of people wanted just to get rid of that drifty nature that this game, or the Grid series had. I think that was always the reception, just to get rid of that. But I've got to agree, in a lot of ways, it's really annoying when the car just randomly slides out. But it's not as terrible as it was in Grid 2. Okay, I don't want to, I'm the sort of person that, maybe I'll get given a game for free, but I will give you an honest review about it, because, for the sake of the, you guys watching, what, nearly 20,000 people that might end up watching my video, I want to give you an honest opinion, and I think a lot of people think that because I've got my channel's a decent size for a racing channel now. I think quite a few people might think that I get paid to do reviews and stuff, but I've never been paid to review a game in my life. I've never paid to give a positive review, or just paid to give a review at all. I've only ever been given a game for free. That's all I've ever been given. So you could say, well, that's sort of a way to make you want to give it a good review. But I always will honestly give you an honest. I will honestly always give you an honest. It just sounds stupid, but I will always be honest with you. Oh no, lag. I'll always be honest with you in terms of reviews and stuff about how games are, how products are, because I don't want you end up, I don't want you to buy a product just because someone says it on YouTube that it's good when in reality it's not. So I'll give you an honest review. And actually at the end of this race, I'm just going to pause the recording and then restart it again, because when the FPS goes like this, that's pretty much the only way to fix it. I'm trying to record at 90 FPS now, even though I set it to 60, so it's going a bit crazy, okay? I don't know what it's doing. So here we are, up to the start finish line to win our first race in this career mode, at least on Grid Autosport. It's been a lot of fun, and we finally got one, not in a championship race annoyingly, but at least it was a lot of fun. There we are, great win. Thank you to the team. But yeah, that is that. I'm just going to stop the recording, guys, so I'll see you in the next event. Hi guys, we are back in Okayoma for the next Formula C race. 6 laps, must be a pretty small circuit, but I think I remember driving this track in Grid 1.
Rick Scott is who you need to watch out for. Stay ahead of him.
Rick Scott?
No damage to report.
Rick Scott, where have I heard that name before? This track, I think, if I remember it correctly, is an absolutely amazing track. It's nice to have some of the classics from Grid 1 that made it a famous game back in the game. Oh my god, crash there, crash there. You gotta be on your toes in this one, because there's just so much stuff that can happen that it normally does. That's just I just ripped off someone's quote there, but I ripped it off really badly because I can't remember what exactly he said. But right, 1 lap completed. Pretty short lap time actually, and it's quite. I don't really have the confidence to go through some of these turns flat out. Oh my goodness, that is why. What? The car just went for a fly. Sorry about that, guys. That was not intended. Just a nice old mistake. Old-fashioned mistake. I mean, who makes those nowadays? Just ran a bit wide and then went over some like gravel trap thingy that flew me up into the air. But it doesn't look like I've got the flow around this circuit. Off my first win, the last race event, and then I go and throw it into the. Oh my goodness! Now they're just going crazy. They're like braking way earlier than they did the lap before, or a lap. Well, I suppose I don't really have any data in terms of that because I probably followed over on lap 1, but then I wasn't that close to them, so it just felt like he braked earlier, right? Oh god, that's the side, that's the corner. No, they're the turns that I just can't get around because my front aero downfall. Front aero has gone on one side, so it's all right going round. It's all right. I think it's all right going round right turns, but with your left turns, it seems to be not great. 14 seconds on the leader. Wow, that's a massive fail. I think I just hit. There was a tiny bit of gravel on the outside of that corner just after the rumble strip, and I hit that. Whoa! Is it flat out through there? The thing is, I tried to do that around the other turn, flat out. Look, see. I suppose I've got a damaged car now, so it's probably not that smart trying to do stuff at flat out speed. But Juan Ruiz, I think, is one of the top drivers, or one of the front runners in this, and he's made a mistake. He's outside the points, maybe not, but he's outside the positions where he'd want to be. Please God, can this race just be over with? I'm doing so badly. I just want to finish this race. Yeah, I hit that gravel and it just spun me out. I was like slammed on the brakes, but no, I couldn't do anything. Just trying to learn bits of the track where I can improve. couldn't rejoin, like couldn't spin it around or whatever off the track. He had to do it on the track, just to be confusing and annoying. So I get a better run through there. It seems like it, but maybe not.
Last lap, let's give it everything.
Let's try and get 11th. Okay, well I didn't realise he was there. I was not paying attention to who was behind me there, so that's my fault. Shit, it's through that turn there that I just lose so much time. Steering is heavily damaged here apparently now. Can't get it round the left turns whatsoever. Ah, damn it. Could have been 11th, now it's 13th. Completely destroyed steering in that one. 100% my fault, so I shouldn't be crying about it, but not good. I missed out on 1 point as well. Now back down to 6th in the standings. It's just a yo-yo effect. I have one good race and then the next race is terrible. Just how this one's ending up, isn't it? Right, let's go. Another go. Let's try and win this one. Why am I saying that? It's going to end up being a massive crash fest now.
I've asked your teammate to try and hold their position.
That's the grab. Look, see, that's what I did last race. But I somehow managed to control it that time. I guess because I was going at a slower speed. It's not as hard to correct a mistake. But now we've got all the front end downforce. We should be able to make our way through the field. Oh, his tyres were squealing away.
I've asked your teammate to push for a higher position.
Sorry, Mr. Razor, but I'm being forceful. Okay then. Doesn't look like the how I want you to overtake in this one. Let's be honest. I mean, I shouldn't have really gone for the overtake, but then again, it happens in real life, and people end up giving space. So, could you say they're overly aggressive in this game? I don't know. But I should just stop complaining. Why am I complaining? Just get into racing. Made that mistake a couple of times. They're currently outside of you there then. I'm a bit on the ragged edge in this race. It's not really, well, this track even, not really suiting my driving style, I'll tell you that. Because it's not really a stop-start circuit, it's just...
Third lap, we need to take some risks now.
just little, you know... Oh my goodness. I nearly did a Mark Webber in Valencia there. Freddie Walker nearly crashed into me there. His tyres were squealing away. Leo Heikki. I don't actually know how I'm that far up in the standings, in all honesty. It feels like I've spent more time outside the top 5 than I have, you know, spent in it. So I suppose it's just those 1 or 2 events where I've managed to beat some of the big teams where they've got me some big points. It's quite realistic to real life though, if you know what I mean, because after maybe 2 seasons in Formula 3, you'd step up to something like an Auto GP, GP2 car, and depending how good you are in that, then you'd move up to, you know, say you're amazing in your first year of GP2 and win it, or Auto GP, whatever you want to say, then you can step up to like an IndyCar or a Formula 1 straight away. So the XP system is working very well and it's quite well optimised. That turn is never going to like me, is it? I'm always just trying to put too much speed into the corner. And that corner as well, can't get it right. 5 seconds to Wayne Rees, so I don't think we're going to be catching him. But overall, I'll tell you, it's been a fun experience driving these Formula 3 cars. We only have one event, 2 races left after this, so if I remember correctly, that is. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how these cars have been driving. There's been quite a lot of fun. So, ooh, that could have been an accident. Well, it really was an accident waiting to happen. But yeah, I think they've been quite a lot of fun. Maybe if you're getting Grid Autosport tomorrow, guys, if you're somehow this far into the commentary, let me know what seat or what sort of type of car that you're going to be starting off with, like single seaters, touring cars. Which one are you guys going to be racing at first? I'm interested to know, because be interested to see. Apparently, I was told this on one of my videos. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been by ARL Cos. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. I think he said that a lot of people currently 4th in this championship. Where are you getting your ideas from, race engineer? Yeah, but, yeah, so ARL Cos said that a lot of people, he's been watching all the videos, I think, has been starting off with the single seaters. Finally got that story out there. Sorry, ARL Cos, for messing up your story a bit there. Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, a track that I probably at least know a little bit of. Right, I'm going to try and boss this event. Do we qualify? Well, we haven't qualified any of the other races, so let's just make it interesting. It's going to be our last season in Formula 3, because we've already got enough XP to get to the next group. So let's just go all guns blazing, try and get the win in at least one of these events. There you go. Be nice and forceful through turn 1 and gain 4 positions straight away. Now the national circuit does something. It's down here. I think it just cuts off. There it does. It cuts off there. I've never driven the national circuit, but I was just looking at the map there. Now that's quite a good look track, actually. It cuts out the bit of the track. Oh my god, braking so early. Stupid teammate. But it cuts out the bit of the track I think is a bit unnecessary, so that's good. But I guess it's necessary for Formula 1, otherwise it'd be such a slow circuit. It'd be a very short lap time, but it'd be quite slow. No long straights really, except from the main straight. I'm sorry, team. I'm gonna make you just slow up. Just let me through. I don't want you to get involved in an accident with me again. He's already caused me enough grief throughout this series. Just slow him up and just let him lose all the positions. Jan Wu, I'm sorry, but you haven't been the best of teammates to me. I don't know whether it's just my screen, but can you see like green lines behind the front wing? Okay, I should stop concentrating on that, because generally people aren't looking out the rear wing when they're trying to race, so yeah, I don't know why we are trying to, but oh, I thought it was going. Sorry, Liquid Wally man, but we're just going to push our way through. Okay, maybe not. Oh my goodness, I'm driving like an absolute idiot. Who's that? What's his name? Sophie. Is it Sophie Muller? Might be. I don't know. I don't care about crashing into people now. I'm sorry. Sophie Muller. Yes. I'm just all about trying to get the best result possible. So if that means crashing into people, I don't care. No, please act barriers.
2 seconds to the car ahead.
Go, go, go. Let's catch this 2 seconds. I think we can actually get onto the podium here in the Circuit of the Americas and bring us back into the championship top 5.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Finally, I might be able to get back onto the podium. Actually, I suppose it wasn't that long ago when I was on the podium, so it was in that grid. No, it was in the Autosport ring, wasn't it? I think that's what it's called. Part of the track which I despise is that part there. Just because it's so annoying. Really? He just did exactly the same thing. He didn't get a penalty. Might even be a last corner lunge. I'm not afraid to be crashing and destroying my car because it's not real life. Oh my goodness, are you serious? That was not worthy of a penalty. I don't know which with Banzai up the inside. Didn't work. I was going to try and spin him out.
Nice. You finished ahead of Sophie Muller.
Oh, Sophie Muller.
You're ahead of your teammate in the driver's standing.
Back up to 6th. Right, Aaron O'Sullivan. I'm going to have to beat you, son, in this last race. Sorry. Right, I've probably got to beat him by quite a distance, actually. I've probably got to finish, like, if he finishes like 4th, I need to probably finish at least 2nd. Right, we need to be forceful with our overtakes. Let's just set our teammate to absolutely rubbish and slow. Why do I always get such bad starts? Not as actually good a start as last, I don't think. I need to make up as many positions whilst it's close as possible. Okay, he obviously didn't want me to overtake, he crashed into me. Phew, that was close. I thought he was actually going to crash into me there. No, are you serious? What? It's the first time it's ever been 2 consecutive corners. Running wide was not an advantage there, I'll tell you that. Back like where I got that penalty. Okay, that was a mistake, sorry. Right, who was it I needed to beat again? Please don't say he's inside the top 3. Because this is just going to destroy my day if he is. Actually, I don't think he is. I can't even, who was it again? Come on, Team Kicker Man, just let me through. Or just brake early and destroy my steering, that's another way. Was it Aaron Wesley? I think it was actually. But I think he's in the Raven West car though. Wow, really? I could have sworn it was Aaron Wesley, but maybe it's not. Oh no, please don't slide out at the last minute. Using the curve to our help there. Right, one lap. Can we do it? Don't know. It's what, about 2.5 seconds?
You set the fastest lap this race.
It wasn't even that, it was about 1.5 seconds. 1 3/4 seconds or something like that. Last lap in a Formula 3 car, most likely in this game. Unless it takes us back there at some point, but it's not been that terrible, has it? We'll be close enough. It's going to be tough. Because I thought it was Forge Motorsport, and that's not a Forge Motorsport car. Sorry, Aaron. Had to be done. I need to get my positions now. Might even be able to get Evan Kennedy as well. I'm gonna lunge for it. I'm not that far behind that. Oh my goodness, that was a cheap move. I'm not gonna lie, but it was the last lap. I needed to just get the overtake done. If it was Aaron Wesley I was racing, because that might have just got me. That might have just got me 5th place in the championship. Wow, this video's gone on for nearly 40 minutes.
Solid effort. You got second over the finish line.
Oh, it's Aaron O'Sullivan, not Wesley. Well, there we go then. We get the 100 points. Rick Scott finishes 117 points ahead of his teammate Wesley. Rick Scott dominated. Rick Scott led. Anyway, that's it, guys. Massive thank you to everyone that has watched me during this season. Being quite a long one. This would have ended up being what, nearly 1 hour 10.
You did everything they asked, and that's a clear message to the other teams that you mean business.
Yeah, we actually won something. The Track Specials Cup. But yeah, that's it. Look, we're not that far away at all.
There's a new open wheel championship for you to compete in this season.
Let's have a look at what one it is.
You've got an offer to compete in a higher
Ooh.
tier of open wheel racing. It's a big step
Level
up in
6.
speed, and with it, a tougher competition.
What? Level 6? What? Wow, look at this then. Loads of offers. I'm going to go into the Pertec GP Championship in the next episode, guys. So I'll see you in that one. It's going to be a big series, but my aim is to get into the World GP Series. Not that far into the distant future, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in a video very soon. But until then, it's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.